going on, you guys? Welcome back to more Trinoline. I guess that's just how I'm gonna call it. But yeah. So I'm thinking I'm putting these episodes out, either late August or early September. We'll see. But anyways, let's jump in here. Oh yeah, and if you wanna, see more episodes like this in the future, give me a like, comment, subscribe, obviously, so you know when I upload and whatnot. I would not advise hitting the notification bell because you're gonna get emails every time I upload, and that's just annoying as shit. So anyways, the teacher showed no signs of giving us a pop quiz, so it was likely first period would be incident free. I readjusted in my seat. I don't know how to say that. I guess it's just shock, like, Once I caught sight of the figure making her way to the podium, my eyes became glued on her. Her dignified voice rang out, practically shattering the tense air that hung over the silent class. Jiggle physics. I have re-enrolled as a student here. I am Sara Smoogie. Everyone except me was frozen in place. We stared at her with wide eyes as if we had been glared at by Medusa herself. Our honest impression was that she, Sara, really did exist. Her translucent limbs were so dainty and delicate that it was hard to imagine a past in which we had played in the mud together as kids. She had likely forgotten all about that by now. Otherwise, Sara would never have grown up looking the way she does now. With the homeroom teacher also staring at her in silence, an unsurprisingly troubled expression crept onto Sara's face. Sumu as in silken, G as in plant, and Sara as in sultry. That is my name. I will be in your care again from now on. She gave a quick bow and a bright smile. Now then, that will be enough for today. Huh? I have work to do, so I will be leaving early. Her unexpected statement rendered everyone in class dumbfounded. Sara elegantly made her way back to the door she came in through. Sara! When I cried out her name in my heart, our eyes met for a brief moment. Sara's mouth gently moved, a subtle movement, the sort nobody would notice unless they were paying attention. Hurry and follow me. I quickly stood up in response to her silent request. I think the teacher tried to stop me, but it went in one ear and out the other. I inadvertently rushed out of the classroom. Fuck it, dude. Sara! She stopped in place at the sound of her own name. Oh, sorry, Smoogie-san. I called her by her first name on reflex. What's the matter, Shun? I never felt this sort of impact from hearing my own name before. Memories of playing with Sara when we were younger vividly washed over me. The feelings that came along with them got in the way, leaving me at a loss for words. You remembered me. Sorry, I don't have much time. Well, it's not so much that I needed anything, I just have so many things I want to ask you. I had been moping around, avoiding everyone I possibly could since that day, including Sara. It wasn't in response to that, but my body autonomously sprang into action before I could register what was happening. After school today, I'll be waiting for you in the birdcage. The birdcage? Can't we talk now? A lot of time has passed since then. Sara suddenly whispered, seemingly obstructing my question. This may be well overdue. Regardless, if you were to ask me whether my memories up until that day were all behind me, I think I would answer no. What about you, Shun? Nanami? Yeah. Nani? I wasn't great with abstract conversations, but Sara was probably trying to confirm whether my feelings had remained unchanged since that day. All that I can say for sure is that the memories of my time with Chiron meant the world to me. Of course, the same could be said for when I played with Yuri or with you. Memories? Yes, I know what you mean. So when you say birdcage, you mean that birdcage? Birdcage. That single word was all it took for me to know Sara hadn't forgotten about me. I don't know why my voice is like dying and shit. I have to like clear my throat every 5 seconds. So I apologize for that. It was on RRC grounds. And we had played there together all the time when we were younger. But I can't get into there any... My smartphone suddenly vibrated. An email. Enter from the emergency exit in the rear. You should be able to get in if you hold up your smartphone. Also, Sara is fine. Right, Shun? I'll be waiting for you. Sara disappeared without ever looking back at me. I absent-mindedly stood in place for a while, completely emotionless. Oh, who's this person? Is that the Irish person? Maybe. Thank you. It sounds like... Oh, what the hell? Oh, hold on. My HDMI unplugged. Everything went black. What happened? Ugh. I don't know how that happened. That was weird, but oh well. Probably because I have a million cords. Like it's just all tangled. Like it's so bad. I have really bad cord management going on in here. But I'm sure you guys have seen other YouTubers' cords and shit. So that's just, I guess it's basically just PC gamers in general. I don't have a mixer or anything like that. I do want to get that in the future at some point. Kind of mess with that and have a better mic. This mic is really good. It's just not the highest quality that I want to get, but I'm not going to upgrade for quite a while. Anyways, thank you. It sounds like you settled everyone down for me, Hibino-san. No need to thank me. Also, I was kidding when we were talking about ice cream this morning. It was lunchtime. I bowed my head to Hibino-san. I was mildly concerned about any rumors that may spread after I had chased after Sara earlier, so this was a lifesaver. What in the world had she said for everyone? What in the world had she said for everyone? Okay. Including our teacher to understand. Or, more likely, to silence them. So, were you able to talk to her? More or less, yeah. Glad to hear it. Looks like it was worth all the effort for you to profess your love uninterrupted. Nani? You were telling her how you felt, right? No, that's not what that was about. You got rejected? Like I said, it's nothing like that. Shun! Big news! Big news! I could hear Yuri's voice from the other side of the room. Whoops. Oh, shit. My bad. Whoops. It would have been bad if Miyakaze-san had heard that. Keep your voice down, Hibino-san. Amused, Hibino-san bounced away as Yuri ran up to take her place. Bounced away, huh? Listen. Sara's gonna be coming back to school starting tomorrow. Yeah. Huh? Don't tell me you knew, Shin. I didn't, but Smoogie-san just happened to come to our class this morning and... Sara did? Really? Where is she? Sara's not here anymore. She left. No way. Yuri looked around the classroom, eyeballing anyone who even remotely resembled Sara. I'm gonna take a drink of my coffee real quick. Oh, maybe that'll help my voice out a little bit. I don't know why it's dying. Maybe because I've recorded like 6 episodes yesterday. But it was the real Sara, right? Sure was. I was amused by how Yuri was excitedly bouncing around the room like a kid. Well, not that I was one to talk about, or not that I was one to talk after barging out into the hallway in the middle of homeroom. It's just so sudden. You're not happy about it? I am happy. It's just so unexpected. We talked about her this morning and then this happens. What do you make of it, Shin? All this stuff about Sara? Yuri timidly asked me. I fully support her. You said that this morning, too. We haven't seen each other in years. That's all I really can say right now. Yeah, I guess so. Why didn't I tell Yuri about the promise Sara and I had made to meet up after school today? The answer to that was most likely because I didn't want her to worry about... I didn't want her to... fuck me, dude. Take 2. The answer to that was most likely because I didn't want to worry her. I was positive Yuri was apprehensive that Sara's reappearance would cause me to pointlessly remember Chiron. Alright, I've got something I need to take care of after school today. Huh? I'm really sorry. I promise I'll make it up to you another time. That's fine and all, but... Shun? Yeah? Yuri looked deep into my eyes. She may have gotten a faint inkling that my after-school plans likely had something to do with Sara. Never mind. What was she about to say? I could more or less tell what it was, but decided not to press her about it right now. In the end, Yuri went through all of lunch break with a sullen expression before leaving the classroom. After school. Okay, guess I'd better get going. I readied myself and grabbed my bag. I pushed everything that had happened between Sara and I earlier that morning from my mind as I walked. 3 of us, including my little sister Chiron, were all really close. We would play together whenever we possibly could. However, that friendship came to an end all too easily, triggered by the events of that day. Chiron died in an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault, but it still put a heavy strain on me and our family. I skipped school for quite some time as a result. It was then that Yuri started to follow me around more, and Sara had cut ties altogether. I later learned she had stopped going to school too. She holed herself up in her laboratory at the RRC, which she had been involved with for some time, and no one had seen her since. That was the last I had seen of her as well. However, there were some memories Sara and I shared that neither Yuri nor Chiron were aware of. Those memories were of us playing alone together. We used to think of each other as more than just childhood friends or acquaintances, although we never actually said it out loud. Smash buddies. I passed through the RRC building and came out onto the facility grounds. The sight before me was exactly as I remembered. Darn. Fuck off, email. Oh my god, dude. Go away, emails. I don't care. You guys probably didn't see that shit pop up, but it was pretty annoying. Long time no see. Sarah's voice danced into my ears, carried along by a gentle breeze which blew from across the ocean. She had grown into such a mature woman that I found it difficult to speak to her with as much familiarity as I used to long ago. How long has it been since we've been able to see each other like this? Let me think. I counted on my fingers. 1 + 1 is 2. Long enough that you can't come up with the answer right away, huh? I remember everything. I could never forget. The time we spent together was precious to me. Precious? I felt a sudden pang in my chest when I heard such a profound declaration. You surprised me a little. I never figured you'd be so bold, Shun. I recalled barging out of the classroom earlier that afternoon to chase after her. I felt kind of embarrassed after she pointed that out. You remembered me the second you saw me, didn't you? Of course. Your name is the same after all. But you look different from what I had imagined. Imagined? You were thinking of me that way? Maybe you assumed I would be lankier with a bad complexion and big, thick glasses. Instead, it's other big, thick things. Isn't that the sort of image that comes to mind of people in your position, Smoogie-san? Less of an image, and more like there are a number of people exactly like that. Ah ha ha. You are definitely not like that then. Are you saying I'm prettier than you thought I'd be? Huh? Are you really coming out and suggesting that yourself? Why? It's not like I'm being stuck up or anything. The first thing you should tell a woman you haven't seen in forever is how beautiful or mature she is. You've always been bad, or perhaps I should say tactless, at this sort of thing. Sara impolitely dismissed me, almost as if she were speaking to a child. I may have been tactless, but reuniting with an old friend wasn't exactly something that happened very often. Does that mean you remembered me as well, Smoogie-san? My memory is quite good. I find your tone of voice to be quite strange, though. Besides, even if time passes and you forget, I think you'll eventually remember if it was something important. Hey, don't you think... Yes, you may be right. Hearing Sara openly say all this was extremely refreshing. That reminds me. This birdcage is still here, huh? Mm-hmm. It's taken some damage from the sea breeze, but it's just like it was back then. Wait a second. As I said, call me Sara. Acting all formal doesn't suit you, Shun. Is there a reason you're acting so modestly toward me? Nah. We may have been childhood friends, but we hadn't seen each other in a long time. Not to mention, Sara was conducting such incredible research. But I suppose creating a wall between us may have actually been more suffocating for her. Just treat me like a normal person. The same way you did in the past. Yeah, I understand. Or so I said, but I still couldn't treat her as crudely as I did Yuri. In a good way. Alright, we'll find out about what she's going to say about this morning in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.